Due to constantly increasing traffic volumes, expansion joint areas are becoming more important with regard to noise reduction and road safety. Firstly, the pavement is removed. For this the surface is marked, cut on both sides of the joints and afterwards broken up with a pneumatic drill. The same process is repeated for the edge beam, although special attention must be paid to any existing piping within. For the removal of an existing joint construction, sandblasting is first necessary in order to eliminate any rust remains. The metal components can then be removed. This is the first step of the actual installation, the core drilling for the anchorage. On both sides of the joints, holes for the installation of the steel bracket are drilled, cleaned, and the depth of the holes is checked. Next, the two-component hardening agent is applied, and the anchors for the strengthening of the steel bracket are screwed in. Later, core springs are fastened onto the steel bracket. The brackets are laid on the anchors. The correct distance between the steel brackets is checked, the nuts tightened, and finally they are welded to prevent twisting. The sliding bearings are mounted on to both sides of the joint. They prevent damage arising from friction at the assembly elements. The drilling for fixing the cover plate is carried out in the same way, this time only on one side of the load-bearing structure. The screws are cut to the height of the cover plate. The cover plate is laid on the anchors. It absorbs the expansion movements of the bridge and compensates for them. The non-stick mat is unrolled over the cover plate. It ensures a lasting, sliding ability of the structure in preventing the bitumen bonding to the steel. In order to prevent anything happening to the workers or the road users, Kommissar Gustav, incidentally also a Colas product, is working a double shift today. Now the pouring phase begins. The bitumen is melted in the furnace. It is heated to the correct temperature and evenly spread over the joint depression. The stone material is also heated and carefully distributed over the first layer of bitumen, so as to ensure a complete saturation with bitumen. The combination of the two materials provides maximum stability and lasting elasticity. The function of the newly installed steel springs is to absorb the expansion movements, to compensate for them and to distribute them into the joint sealing compound. Silent joint 900 can absorb expansion movements of ±5 cm. The steel springs have withstood a thorough hardness examination from our workers. A further layer of basalt rock is spread over the steel springs and the covering layer is poured over that. A plate vibrator is used to compress the covering layer to the required road level. Jointly responsible for the development of this innovative construction is, among others, Mr. Frau Wallner of the company ÖSAK. Afterwards, the bitumen sealing layer is applied. After drying, the uppermost layer is reheated and finally a surface dressing of chippings can be applied. 3 hours later, the road surface is fit for traffic. The finished product is a completely jointless, durable road surface. The production generates little disruption to traffic flow. Following completion, noise pollution and safety levels are eliminated. The company Kolas and of course Gustav wish road users a quiet and safe journey.